What is going on, guys? Welcome to a new episode of Crossout. We got some mandrake plays again for you today, and these are literally some of the best games that I've ever had. I talked to you guys in the early session Saturday after the live stream which gameplay you wanted to see the most of in the upcoming future, and I brought the mandrakes for you guys, and this is literally one of the best, as I said, just runs I have ever had. This first game features some of the biggest damage numbers I have seen, where I have actually tracked my stats. I landed in this specific round over 22,000 total damage on 4 enemies. That's so much freaking damage, I cannot even believe it, and you will see like just how beaten up they are soon when this game progresses. And the history just kept on repeating itself. It was literally, I don't know what was happening, but I just kept on having so many good games. I started this first game here by actually overstaying a bit. Like, the idea of this fast build is just to be able to drop a lot of mandrake fire down on the enemy and then just move around, because that way it makes you so much harder to hit and track, especially when they also have a mandrake. And I also just want to point out that these guys literally had a total of 8 freaking relics in the team, and we have, and hold on, 1 relic in the team. And they had 3 freaking like typhoon spiders. So yes, the typhoon meta is strong as crap, but it's also a meta that is like, you still have to be good players. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that these guys are not good players in any way. We just got really lucky here with the map, and I landed, like, literally just landed so many of my shots, I feel like. Judging from the damage numbers, I must have. But still just trying to search for some trading here with the fellow mandrake, because the rest of them is peeking down through bridge. I do not understand how I cannot hit him over there. Like, and I finally landed some good shots. And then the damage numbers is just so sick. I literally don't know how I dealt like 2.5k damage to him on that regular hit, because his build is not like, he's just a square box. So I don't know how those parts took so much damage. But he goes down nevertheless, and bam, there goes his ammo boxes or whatever, his Apollo. I don't know what I popped, but I popped something, because 1300 cabin damage, you can't go wrong with that. So just aiming down there to hit the rest of them, and the damage numbers just keep on coming. That's what is so amazing about the mandrakes, and especially combined with the hobby. I know a lot of people always argue that the Torero cabin is better, but I still feel like the extra explosion radius makes you just hit everything for as much damage as possible when you play the mandrakes. It's goddamn amazing, and just like this entire round they were just worn down so much. Rue finishes off their mandrake player just to secure that kill if we were to drag out to the final second. So we fight the rest of them. I drive into mandrake for whatever reason. I just keep on landing a lot of good hits on them, bringing in a lot of good damage as well. And this was just such a convincing first round. It felt so goddamn good. Boom, there we go, a kill for me. I'll take it any day, especially on the mandrakes. You don't get a lot of kills on the mandrake. You often just wear people down, and then your allies can finish the job. But look at that damage once more. It's so freaking cool. And there we go, one more dude down. There's just one left to go, and he suicides into us. So that was pretty much it for the first round. Moving on to the second round, I stay a bit more mobile like I'm supposed to here. I go a bit like ballsy and go up far, because they're spiders and I'm a wheel build, so I knew I had some time to get up there, which I indeed had. So we just continue from here. I wear them down once more. We wait, not as lucky with the hits this time. I don't get to land quite as much damage, which is kind of boring, but it's what it is. Sometimes you lose some, you win some. And that's just the way it is with the mandrakes, because a lot of the times where you feel like, holy shit, those shots are going dead center, then none of the shots hit for whatever reason. And yeah, that's the mandrake, and that's also the funny part, because it just makes it all that more rewarding when you do go ahead and actually land those shots. But I'm still trying to search out for their mandrake and just put some pressure onto him, hoping that he will shoot for me. You can really see how my mobility gives me a big advantage here, because since I'm so fast, it's literally close to impossible for him to calculate where I'm going. And that's what I love about this build, being so fast and I also love my stupid ass driving. But we still landed a lot of damage down there, so it's all good. Helping out the team quite alright. They went for the river push, which is, I'm glad when people do that, because that gives me the biggest room to mandrake them. Like, the bridge is also not very good because of the choke point. I'd say if there is any one place I hate, it must be the place just in front of me down there with the passage and the ramp, because it's a bit harder to mandrake down there, but it's just about getting into position. So there's really no good push points, so to say, when you push against the mandrake on this map. It's just so freaking hard. And luckily they decided to push us. So they step into a lot of Capcans here, and I can rain some damage on them. A lot of good, lovely damage numbers again. That dude is pretty much crippled down there. So I'm just looking for the other two guys. And yeah, get a decent amount of damage again. The spread sometimes messes me up a bit when I'm sitting up here, because it makes my build flicker back and forth a lot, which is a bit annoying. But it is what it is. Still getting that damage in, so I do not complain in any way. And trust me, guys, this literally just keeps going. For all the 3 games that I have for you in this video, it just keeps on going. It's just goddamn damage and lovely hits and explosions and people being blown up. It's just everything good about the mandrakes compiled into one video, and I freaking hope you enjoyed. And if you do, there's a goddamn like button down there below. I want to see you guys hit it. The recent videos that I've posted, had Crossout videos that is, has actually all reached over 100 likes. So please do go ahead and drop a like on this if you did enjoy it. And let's just proceed to the next game, which is a game versus LAPN. They run a dog. We have a little Helios. Then we have a dual Reaper Spider. And finally we have a Cannon Spider. So another big team. Another team that we can easily force to come closer to us to walk into that Mandrake fire. That's probably the only thing I hate about playing the Mandrake. The fact that it is like, it's a campy setup, and I don't enjoy camping all that much. I gotta be real. I enjoy just pushing and getting some action and getting some games in, but nevertheless, as you can see, it is quite goddamn effective. So they start out by just checking us out, seeing where we sort of are, where we want to go, if we want to push them. We don't though, so I just keep the Mandrake fire coming, landing a few solid, like above average hits. You always just have to get lucky on the damage, but I do that, so it's all good. Trying to use my radar here to scout out where they actually are, and they went away, so it seems like they might have gone back a bit because we have that extended radar. But now that I finally see them stepping down towards the water, watch what actually happens here. Did you hear that sound? That's the sound of freaking like generators just popping, which is awesome. So we know for sure now that they have one guy crippled. That is 100% sure. And that is so freaking cool that actually happened so early on in the game. If you can take out a player this early, then you are definitely in a good spot. That is for sure. So they're still trying to get to us, going below bridge. I'm just keeping the Mandrake fire coming. This position is so good when it comes to fighting on bridge. And I feel sorry for a lot of guys who met us on bridge, because bridge is probably my favorite map for the Mandrakes, because it's so hard for people to hit. And especially, look at that damage, by the way, especially on like when you play the Harpy, because you can shoot next to the bridge and the AoE will still hit people under the bridge. You can even shoot the goddamn roof, and if the player has a tall build like a hover, the explosion will hit them. It's so insane. And look at that, Kiro going down. He was the guy, I suppose, which generator I popped, because he also messaged me saying nice shot. So I suppose that he was probably the one who was quite beaten up. So the rest of them is just a feast from here, especially when they sit down there. Look at all those numbers. You don't get that in any other weapon. So many freaking damage numbers. I kind of like, misjudge the positioning here on the following shots, but it doesn't do much because they are beaten up already, and it's just 2 versus 4 at this point. So me missing my shots isn't like the end of the world. It's what it is. But we are just slowly wearing them down. They have 1 dude left, and we are gonna go for the kill on him and round that off as the first round of 3. Going directly into the next round, we are on the other side again. These guys decided to just push river hard this time. So I'm just trying to land out some mandrake for them. Kind of failed my first shots, but it is what it is. We got 200 damage, so we got something in. I'm still trying to scout where they want to go. Like, often you can easily tell if people actually like put in any effort in order to dodge mandrakes, and if they don't, I just isolate them out and just try to go for them, because then they will easily be the easiest targets to go for. 25 solid hit damage there, blocking the way for Lith a bit, which was a bit of a bummer. Didn't mean to do that. And then turning for the Helios, he didn't quite go into the direction that I wanted him to, so we didn't get a lot of hits. Really tried to track his movement, and I just ended up mandraking the shit out of myself instead, because I turned a bit too quickly while firing instead of letting the weapon fire first. Another thing I just love about the mandrake, you get punished if you don't pay attention all the time. Landing some shots in river again. As you can see, this position is quite good because you have a very clear overlook at where people actually is. So you can just sit up here and shoot at people, and it's hard for them to actually get to you, especially when you have people holding this side of the map, or this area of the map to be more specific. It's really hard for them to get to me. So we just wear them down right now. I see them going around river and bridge, or not bridge, road at the same time, trying to pincher us. I think they were trying to. Good thing though, the mandrake can just lay down a ton of suppressive fire. Really try to hit him down there. As you can see, you really have to get that position in order to shoot it in that area that I told you guys about before, where it is a bit harder compared to some other areas. Why didn't I edit this out? You guys didn't have to see that. But managed to not flip myself, so I'm happy. Trying to go for that Helios. I just want that kill, so I'm just gonna go down for the ram kill and try to see if I can pick up that final kill. Nope, and he like completely jukes me. I really didn't expect him to be there, so didn't get the kill. We got the win. All that matters. I have the final game for you guys. This is versus 16k. They have a lot of spiders, and I honestly wanted you guys to just enjoy this. So I'm gonna cut the commentary here. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I really appreciate it, and don't forget to drop a like down below and subscribe if you want to see more, because I have more recordings that I'm gonna post later. Look at those damage numbers already. Tree Burgers out. Have a good one, and enjoy the rest of the video. Bye. Oh my!
Shoot them. You ready to just go back ram? But now shoot.
Okay, I crippled one spider already.
Nice. Yeah, let's just go back to cap. Maybe they can go into the cap.
They're all dropping, trying to get me. Stop, one flipped here. He's literally just a cabin and 2 legs. Possibly 1 gun.
His cap gun on the right. Cannons. Shoot him! Shoot him!
Rue, he's dead. Rue, he's dead. Don't.
Ah, he walked out just before. Is Mirasik dead? Is that what you said?
Yeah, he just flipped back, but he's degunned. He's just a cabin.
X degun? No, he's not.
Now he is.
Go back to ramp, maybe? Or kill him if you want. No fun.
Oh no! What's that?
Same again. Move up and be ready to just fall back. I love this setup. Drop cap comes up here. Oh shit, I'm coming to you. Right. Out of my way. Need to flee. Go back ramp, please. Go back to cap. You don't want to be this close. Please go back, Leaf. You don't need to peek now.
They
You got
really
3
need
to shoot them.
trees on the hill.
I literally don't know how I got here, but
Go for
it's cool.
Marasek. Nice.
That's awesome.
Finally, you can kill them if you're good. Can't kill him. Huh? No! Why?